Good morning, dear student. I am your Bijaya S. This is the second lesson of the present topic, medieval period. Dear student, in our last class, we have discussed about the meaning of the term history. Also, we have categorized Indian history into three periods, namely the ancient, the medieval, and the modern. We also introduced the term the medieval period. Also, we have discussed about the time period that is considered as medieval period in case of Europe and in case of our country, India. We also had a clear-cut discussion regarding the distinguish between the term the ancient period and the medieval period. So, in this way, we have discussed all this content in our last lesson. So, dear student, in the present lesson, we are going to discuss about the sources of information about the medieval period. Generally, the sources of information about the medieval period we may be categorized into two parts. The first one is literature, also we can call it as literary sources, and the second one is archaeological sources. In this lesson, we are going to discuss what do you mean by literary sources and what do you mean by archaeological sources and the different sources of information which is coming under all these sources. So let's begin. The first one is archaeological sources. And dear student, you know archaeological sources means archaeologists after excavated whatever they are getting the old things, for example old objects like coins, inscriptions, monuments, we can able to know about a lot of information, especially in the medieval period. The excavations of medieval towns, sarais means rest houses, or we may also call as inns, and different villages, whatever it was developed during that time, from there we can able to know about a lot of information. Also, the medieval period, and during this time lots of paintings, monuments, sculptures, coins, inscriptions it was developed, especially the inscriptions which is engraved on the walls of the temples, caves, and different monuments. From there we can able to get a lot of information about the medieval period. Coin, for example, suppose a coins which is used during the period of Mughals. From there we can able to know about the level of development of technology. We can also able to know the use of different metals. Also we can able to know the economic condition of people during that time. So in this way, archaeological sources provides a lots of information regarding the different aspect of life and the society and the cultures of the medieval period. The next one we will discuss about the literary sources and literature. And dear student, you know literary sources refers to all written record of the past. And literary sources we may also categorize it into different parts, and we will discuss one by one. The first one we have here religious literary sources, especially the literature that include religious works like Puranas, Smritis, and all about. You can see here I have given one picture, and in this particular picture is shown about different Puranas which is written during the medieval period of time, and it is reprinted time to time. Smriti means few books which is developed in the medieval period. Previously about that particular concept, whatever it is there in that Smriti, it was not available in the forms of any books or writing. Especially Smriti refers to what is remember. It means it was transferred from one generation to another generation by remembering from the ancestor, but later it was written by different authors, and we have a lots of Smriti. For example, Manusmriti, we have Vasishtha Smriti, we have Parasara Smritis, etc. Next we have another literary sources that is called as non-religious. It means here the literature, it's not include any religious work. It is based on the works of medicine, astronomies, dramas, stories and other literature. And especially non-religious literature also provide us lots of information and informations about the social, economic, political and the military conditions of the people of that particular period. You can see here two books I have given here. This is written during the medieval period of time, but it was printed time to time. Next we have biography and autobiography of rulers. The student during the medieval period of time, paper it was available, and due to the availability of paper, authors they can write whatever they want. For that reason, many rulers they encourage to their author, and generally many kings they have their court poet in their court, and they encourage them to write about the biography of the king and the queen. So during that time, some king also, it seems to be we have a lot of example that few kings also they have written about themselves. It means few biographies and autobiographies of the rulers. It is developed during the medieval period of time, and from those biographies and autobiographies we can able to know about the conditions of the people of that time. So here we can, one example we can have here, Prithviraj Raso is a book written by Chand Bardai. We may call Prithviraj Raso is a biography of Prithviraj Chauhan, which is written by Chand Bardai, and Chand Bardai one of the court poet of Prithviraj Chauhan. So during that time, Chand Bardai is encouraged by Prithviraj Chauhan, and Chand Bardai in his book Prithviraj Raso he has written and he has thrown light the administration and the life of the people in North India during the reign of Prithviraj Chauhan. You can see the cover page of Prithviraj Raso I have pasted here. Next we have historical accounts. Beyond this, religious, non-religious, biography and autobiographies of rulers, we have another literary sources, that is historical accounts. It means during that time many authors, historians, they have also written about the history of that time. It means they have written during that time what recently during that time it was happened. So we have a lot of books. This is written by different author. For example, here Tahqiq-i-Hind. This is written by Al-Biruni. Another book we have Ain-e-Akbari. This is the biography of Akbar, which is written by Abul Fazl, and Abul Fazl one of the court poet of Akbar. So during the period of Akbar, Abul Fazl has written Ain-e-Akbari, and both this book Ain-e-Akbari and Tahqiq-i-Hind written in Persian language. Question may be come to you, mention the language in which Tahqiq-i-Hind was written by Al-Biruni. So you have to mention their Persian language. So everyone will take language also important here. Next we have travel accounts. So during the period of medieval, many foreign king, or we can say that the king from European nation, they encourage their sailors. They encourage their sailors to go and collect information about India, because during that time India was a wealthy nation. It was very famous throughout the world. So during that time many travelers came to our country India. Many foreign visitors came to our country India, like Ibn Battuta, Marco Polo, Bernier, and they collected a lot of informations from different parts of our country India, and they have developed their travel accounts. And whatever the travel accounts, and from there whatever the informations we are getting, that is also helping to know about our past, and that is also one of the most important sources of information about the medieval period. So in this way we came to an end to the present lesson or today's lesson. So thank you everybody, and if you are having any doubt you can contact with me through my WhatsApp number 787-321-4463. So thank you everybody. See you in the next lesson.